What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys a video which is the next video in my series of must have must gags. This series is inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her Will I Buy It series playlist, as well as her community playlist linked down below. I am a part of the community playlist, and if you are an influencer or a person on this platform that does this style of YouTube videos, always feel free to contact her and she will add you to the playlist as well. I did record this eye look. In case you're wondering, it's very boring, it's very neutral, but I recorded it with this baby. This is the Makeup Addictions Cosmetics Meadows eyeshadow palette. Very pretty palette, and I haven't used it in a while, and I wanted to kind of reach into it. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of kind of throwbacks. I pretty much have no new eyeshadow palettes. I do have like some new pigments and stuff, but I have no new eyeshadow palettes, which I'm very happy about. So I'm going to be rotating through like my Project Pan palettes, etc., for the next little while. The only other disclaimer that I have to talk about, I do have a new hairstyle. It is twisted. My mom wanted to twist my hair, so I let her. She used to twist my hair all the time when I was growing up. It was like a weekly ritual, and thankfully this weekly ritual changed because I was sitting in a chair this time and it did not take 2 hours. Yay. So it's all good on that. And then another disclaimer, I am clearly not putting this up on Sunday because I did not record it this weekend because I was away traveling. So I don't actually know when this will go up. This will be an additional video for this week. I am still going to aim to get this up the first week in what are we in, May? Yeah, the first week in May. And this is going to be a rather very long must have must gag. I'm gonna try and go through these items really quickly, and the only other thing I want to say is that I'm on a no buy for the month of May. It is going to be hard. I've been dying to buy those stupid Cover FX duos, and MAC is releasing their limited edition collection for Aladdin in May, of course, and I really want to scoop up at least 2 or 3 items. We will see. I've seen some good reviews saying that that bronzer might actually work on my complexion. The highlighter looks beautiful. Anyways, we'll be talking about that today. But yeah, some things will be tempting me. We're gonna see how good I can do. I will explain and get ready with me why I'm on a no buy, because there is a reason. I'm not just doing it because I have too much makeup, because that's a given. But anyways, let's get into it. Let me scoot it over. And I always record when I'm actually editing. I always realize like there's so much room on this side and I could have scooted even more, but I never do. Anyways, Makeup Slave is releasing some new eyeshadows. They're all singles and they're in a pastel tone. I have done a video showcasing all of my pastel palettes. I will link that up in the cards. I have a significant, not a significant, but I have a good collection of pastel eyeshadow palettes. So I truly, honestly, and desperately do not need any of these. If I am like getting a lot of good reviews and I'm getting like the feels that I really need to bring these into my collection, what I will do is go through all of my pastel eyeshadow palettes and kind of see if there's any 1 or 2 eyeshadows from this collection that I can bring into my collection, and it won't necessarily be redundant. I am trying really hard lately to not bring anything additional into my collection that I truly and honestly don't need, specifically eyeshadow palettes, but even singles. I really need to slow down on my singles and just curate those to only be bringing in things that I truly need. Something that I thought would be interesting to you guys is Fluid Beauty is coming out with liquid lipsticks. I don't need any liquid lipsticks. I don't need any lip products at all, but these are really cool colors, and I thought if you're into cool colors like I am, you might want that blue. That orange looks cool, and that hot pink, that metallic purple looks cool, the red. A bunch of these colors look really cool to me, so if you're interested in it, I wanted to let you know. Bombshell Cosmetica has released or has revealed that they're coming out with a Mystics Unicorn collection. And yeah, they haven't showed us the inside of that collection, but they have shown us the packaging. Caladios Cosmetics, or Caladios Makeup, I'm sorry, has come out and fully released their set of Futurism palettes. So let me just break down these palettes really quickly. Astro Pink reminds me for some reason of a Too Faced eyeshadow palette. I don't know which one it is, to be honest. I can't put my finger on the palette, but it reminds me of a color scheme that I've seen in a Too Faced palette. So for that reason, I am going to pass. Although it's beautiful, although I've seen really pretty looks with that palette, I'm not going to be purchasing it. The Cyber Bronze is way too bronze, way too boring for me. Not, even though this eye look doesn't show that I don't like boring colors, I do not like neutral colors. They're not my cup of tea. So Cyber Bronze is another pass. Sci-Fi Green, although it's pretty, although it does remind me of the Gemini palette from Melt, I don't need this in my collection. I have a good amount of green eyeshadow palettes. If I'm really like aching to bring in some new greens into my collection, maybe I'll consider it, but to be honest, I really do have a lot of greens. I've bought the Divina green bundle, I want to say. I have a lot of greens. I love putting greens on my eyes. That's one of my favorite colors. So overall, I'm gonna try and do my best to pass on this whole collection, but if not, that Sci-Fi Green and that Astro Pink might come into my collection. But as of right now, it is as of right now, it is a pass. Lethal Cosmetics is coming out with a bunch of new singles. They look to be coming out with some singles from the pink arrangement, some greens, and I think those are the two main colors that they're coming out with new singles. They've been sneak peeking them in different photos, so I'll try and kind of put together all the photos that really show the eyeshadows that they are going to be releasing. Glisten Cosmetics has revealed their packaging for the Totally Botany palette. As of right now, it doesn't look like they have fully released the shades. It looks like they haven't even started to release any of the shades in this palette. So I will keep you guys on the lookout for what this inside looks like. BH Cosmetics has released their Taurus Zodiac eyeshadow palette. I like the fact that there are greens in this. I like the fact that they have like a mustardy green as well, but this is just not my cup of tea. These palettes aren't my cup of tea, and there's no reason for me to try and force it to be on my cup of tea. Kylie Cosmetics came out with brow products, a whole range, pomades, powders, pencils, etc. I am not going to be purchasing any of these, mainly for the fact that I do not go through a lot of brow products very quickly. I have a pomade open right now. I have, I think, two powder kits open, and I have a couple of pencils open right now. I don't go through products really quickly. I like to kind of mix and match, go through products depending on my mood. Right now I'm actually using an eyeshadow palette, my Lorac Pro 2, to do my brows. So as of right now, I just don't need any new brow products in my collection, but from the pricing and for the amount that you're getting in these products, I wouldn't be opposed to trying them out in the future. As I was rambling on earlier, MAC will be releasing their Aladdin collection very soon. Let me scroll up to the most recent post so I can tell you guys the actual date. I didn't pin that date. Hold on. MAC's releasing this collection May 16th, so very soon. Like I said, I'm trying to stay as close to my guns and not purchase any makeup in this month. Like I said, I will be explaining why in a Get Ready With Me. What I'm going to be hoping and praying is that there is at least something that I can purchase from this collection. Specifically, I'm really interested into that bronzer. I have seen a review, and the girl that reviewed it was an MC40, and she said that people who are MC45 could get away with this bronzer. I've been told that I'm an MC45. I've never actually purchased a MAC foundation, but that's what the sales associate said my like skin tone is. So I would love to purchase that bronzer. The highlighter looks pretty as well, although like I said, I'm more interested in the bronzer. The eyeshadow palette is actually growing on me, so we will see. I want to see some reviews first, and then I would love to pick up the bright pink lipstick. I wasn't able to get the bright pink lipstick in the Seed collection, and I would really love to get a bright pink lipstick from MAC. So once I get that, I feel like I can really get rid of my urge to get those really expensive NARS lipsticks. Lorena Makeup Cosmetics is releasing some new like pigment glitter situations. I will have screenshots of the pictures above. They're like a multi-chrome eyeshadow, but it's like a flake. These look beautiful. I mean, there's honestly no way to get around that. These look beautiful. They look very unique. I would love to try these and see how they work with me. And I love the fact that they're multi-chrome. So bringing in once again these multi-chrome aspects, but this is different. This is not a pressed version. This is like a chromy flaky version. So I would love to try this. They're releasing April 29th for $11.99. That's at least the pre-order price. Like I said, I'm not going to be purchasing anything. They are already released, so maybe somebody who is really into indie brands will have already purchased and has done a review, and I can kind of see how I feel about it. Alien Cosmetics has sneak peeked and kind of fully revealed their Summer on Earth palette. I really think this is a pretty arrangement of colors. I love the lime greeny colors on the top. I love that they brought some purples and some blues. My problem is the glitters. It really is the glitters. I'm not a huge fan of glitters. I actually have grown to love the glitters in the Huda Beauty palette. I really do love that palette. I don't think I've reviewed it yet. That review is coming. I just want to get a couple more items ready to do in that review. So I think I might put this on my back burner, and like if I have a month where I haven't purchased any eyeshadow palettes, I will think about actually purchasing this because the color arrangement I love. I've been really into lime greens lately. I love purples. I love blues. So it's honestly just the glitters that are holding me back on this eyeshadow palette. ColourPop and Makeup Sheila released their second full collab, but this is technically like their third collab because she did those like liquid lipstick set for her birthday. Anyways, it comes out with an eyeshadow palette, 2 lip kits, and 2 blushes. The eyeshadow palette is too neutral for me. The only shadow that really is pretty is Warning. It's like a orangey foil shade. I have that in my collection. No need to purchase this palette. The lip duos, they're pretty, but I have those. I don't need those. And then last, the blushes. The blushes are really pretty, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't need them. I really don't need them. So maybe if they're still available when I'm making another ColourPop purchase, which will probably be not until the end of the year, then I'll scoop them up. But right now I don't need them. But if anything, it would be the blushes that I would potentially purchase. ABH has sneak peeked that she's coming out with a foundation. It's liquid, it's dewy, but it's skin-like, 50 shades, etc, etc. I'm interested to see what this becomes, but I am not allowing myself to purchase foundations. You will see I've already cheated myself on that, but there are reasons, so we will talk about those reasons another day. But right now I need to see a lot of reviews before I purchase any foundations. Sydney Grace has released their dupe for the Pickle palette in their single eyeshadows. I first want to see if I have any of these shadows. I have a tendency to buy a lot of duplicates when it comes to Sydney Grace because I have so many of their eyeshadows, and I do love greens. Not that I need another green in my life, but we will see. I'll be talking about another green situation later on, and I don't think I need to bring both into my collection if I purchase either of them. Next, Linda Hallberg came out with her Spectral eyeshadow palette. Now, when I saw this, I was like, nope, you don't need it. You have pastel palettes, you don't need it. And then I've seen so many good reviews. So many good reviews, and this is really making me want to get this palette. I think what I'm gonna do is be good, be a very good girl and wait till the holidays. I'm gonna wait for a really good sale, and in that sale I will purchase this, maybe a backup of my sponge and a couple of other things that I've wanted to try. So I'm gonna be good. This is gonna go on my maybe list, and I'm not gonna purchase it right now. Okay, but it is very pretty. A new brand that dropped at Ulta that people are already talking about and already reviewing is Uoma Beauty. I'm happy to say that when I saw this, I was like, this is pretty. I love the background of the brand, but I knew a lot of people would jump on this brand. I knew a lot of people would like bulk order everything from this brand and they'll do full reviews. I've already seen a couple of them. Basically, I've seen that the eyeshadow palettes are not the business. The foundation is cool if you can find your shade, and everything else is kind of cool. So as of right now, it's a pass for me for this brand, but I love the inspiration and the background of the actual brand. A brand that I found somehow, I don't even know how I found them, Glamazon Beauty Cosmetics. They have a pretty nice foundation shade range, and I love to kind of talk about these brands that I find that have really nice shade ranges for those people who can never find a shade to match them. So that's why I brought this up, and I hope it helps. An item that is kind of different for me to talk about is called Pandora's Box. It is a subscription box, but it's from indie makeup brands, and the owner basically picks 7 indie brands, and there's generally a theme. I was considering purchasing I was considering purchasing the May box, which was for women in the military, but I never actually did it. And at this point, I can't purchase it. So yeah. I think I might actually end up like trying to purchase these boxes because it's interesting and you get to get some items from new indie brands. You guys know I love indie brands, so we will see. Give Me Glow is coming out with even more single eyeshadows. These are absolutely beautiful. I haven't made a purchase with Give Me Glow in a pretty decent amount of time. I would say about a month and a half, and for Give Me Glow, that's a lot because they love to release eyeshadows. I think I'm gonna wait until they do a mass restock and then kind of go through and bulk order a bunch of singles that I really love. I love Sydney Grace's, or not Sydney Grace, I'm sorry. I do love Sydney Grace's formula, but we're talking about Give Me Glow. I really do love their formula, but they release too much and I have a lot of makeup, so I'm trying to stay slow. Ace Beauty has released their packaging for their Oceanic palette. I purchased 2 of their eyeshadow palettes from the Paradise collection. I hated the formula, and I've been seeing so many people use them that I'm gonna give myself to go back and retry the one that I kind of made a Frankenstein eyeshadow palette out of, and we'll go from there whether I even consider purchasing this or any other ones. But I've heard that they reformulated their formula, so who knows. Touch of Glam has been coming out with a lot of new eyeshadows even since their new formula that they released. They've been coming out with a bunch of like single eyeshadows slowly but surely. This one is a multi-dimensional topper, and they've been releasing a bunch of multi-dimensional toppers. I like to tell myself that there's no reason to purchase more products from a brand before you get the actual products that you've already purchased. So I haven't gotten my last order from Touch of Glam, so I am gonna sit back and wait. Touch of Glam always restocks their stuff, so I'm not too concerned. We're gonna keep going. Natasha Denona has released her tan and bronze and glow eyeshadow or face palette. I will not be purchasing this for the sheer fact that the bronzer will not work on my skin tone. That's it. But yeah, M Cosmetics has released a like beautiful pan situation. Honestly, I'm not getting my hopes up too much on this product, mainly for the fact that the other product that I wanted, the Flower Child palette, sold out so quickly that I'm kind of on this brand right now. But this is a very pretty, I'm assuming highlighter. It's a very pretty highlighter. Cleo Beauty Cosmetics has sneak peeked that they're coming out with an eyeshadow palette. It is called Rise. They have not shown the inside, they have just shown the outside, and this is their very first product. So I am interested to see what comes of this eyeshadow palette. Just in case you're wondering, apparently somebody is doing a Starbucks collab for liquid lipsticks or something. I don't know. Yeah, next. Too Faced is bringing a full coverage powder foundation in the Born This Way line. I love my Born This Way foundation, so I would definitely consider personally purchasing that powder once I get through some of my powders that I already own. Did I say this was going to be a long video? I hope I did, because it's a long video. Okay, Cleonid Cosmetics, they came out with their what is the name of this? Stained Glass collection. So I finally realized what's going on with this collection. So they have glitter multi-chromes, they have glitter toppers. Hold on, let me go to the website really quickly so I can break this down, because it was broken down nicely on the website. I don't know why it's been so complicated on their Instagram. Okay, it's not loading. I can't be bothered. Long story short, they have 3 different tiers. It's like the glitter multi-chromes, the topper shades, and then just the normal like metallic multi-chromes. I would probably be purchasing from the glitter multi-chromes. I think that was the only kind of tier that I was interested in. Okay, now their website wants to work. Let's see if it'll go. They have the eyeshadow palettes, or the Z palettes, the cosmetics bag, the brushes. Then they have, like I said, the iridescent ultra multi-chromes, the multi-chrome highlighting bundle, and then they have the glitter. Yeah, those are the 3 tiers. So I would probably mainly be getting out of the glitter tier, because I don't have very many glitter multi-chromes, but I'm not rushing to purchase any of these. I want to take my time, see some reviews, see how other people like them, and then kind of pick from their swatches which ones I want personally. Menagerie Cosmetics has sneak peeked that they'll be coming out with another mini palette. It looks like it's an ocean themed, so I'm interested to see what they will do with this one. I do have their 2 big eyeshadow palettes, and I have already pre-ordered their 3rd big eyeshadow palette. Andy Candy Makeup is coming out with the new Cupcake Cat eyeshadow palette. This is not my cup of tea. The packaging isn't, the inside isn't. I have purchased from them before. I got a highlighter from them. I love that highlighter, but this palette just is not for me, but I thought somebody else might like it. Glam & Tricks Cosmetics, what did I say? Glaminatrix Cosmetics is coming out with the Sandra's Favorites Blue Sandra's Favorites Blue 9 eyeshadow bundle. Basically, this is dedicated to the owner's mother, and she's also coming out with the Sandra's Rose eyeshadow palette, and that's also dedicated to her mother, but people didn't want blues in that palette, and blue was her mother's favorite color, so she decided to come out with this eyeshadow bundle. I'm thinking that I might consider purchasing this when I purchase that eyeshadow palette. I just really want to see what the eyeshadow palette is, and then I will go from there kind of what else or what instead I would like to purchase from this brand. Dior is coming out with a primer for their foundation. I love their foundation. It's somewhere up there. I really love it. I've gone through 2 minis of it, and I immediately purchased a full size, and that almost never happens, so I really did enjoy that. Ofra Cosmetics has collabed with Telemar to create 2 highlighters, one that is in Covent, not Convent, Covent. We're gonna go with Covent Garden, I don't know, and Soho. Neither of these look like they'll work on my complexion. I'm not about to play myself. I've just gone through and decluttered my highlighters and stuff. I'm just gonna stop playing myself and keep it pushing. Okay, okay. Juvia's Place has sneak peeked that they're coming out with the Nubian 3 Coral eyeshadow palette. I'm interested to see what this looks like. I'm hoping that it's not too neutral and it really does stick to the corals. I do love corals. I don't have very many in my collection, so that would be unique to my collection, and it would be something that I would bring into my collection depending on what it looks like. ColourPop is beginning to start their random releases for their birthday month, and they have released 6 new Super Shock shadows. They are $30 and they're like a tie-dye Super Shock glittery situation. I'm good. I do have a couple of Super Shock shadows, but I don't want all of these, so I don't want to buy the set because you can only buy them in a set, so I'm good. Fenty has sneak peeked and soon will be releasing her summer collection, and it is the pastel and neon vibes collection. She has eyeliners and lipsticks in there. The lipsticks are satins and the eyeliners are like glittery and neon-y. I am going to wait. A lot of Fenty's limited edition stuff a lot of people don't like because it's so colorful, because it's so out there. I do like it, but a lot of people don't, and so it tends to go on sale. And I am going to chill. I'm going to hold my inner makeup demon together, and I'm going to wait, because my big problem with these especially the eyeliner sets, is that I don't want every color in each set. I would love to have made my trio, but you can't do that. So I'm gonna wait till these babies go on sale, wait till there's a coupon, something, and then I will scoop up 1 or 2 of these, because like I said, I do enjoy the colors and they're unique, and they would be unique to my collection. The lipsticks, I don't know, it kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I love the colors, and some of them would be unique, not necessarily unique, but they would be well welcomed into my collection. So we will see. Give Me Glow has finally released their Juicy Olive eyeshadow palette, and it is 4 mattes and 2 metallics. I love this color scheme. I love it so much. I love it so much. I love Give Me Glow. I do have a quad from them. Let me get it because it's actually relevant to this discussion. So I have a bunch of singles from Give Me Glow, but I also have this quad, and this is their Money Makers quad. This was at one point all of the green eyeshadows that they had in their collection. And as you can see, I'm going to keep this up and also have this picture on the screen. The ones that they're coming out now are going to be definitely more warm toned greens with like a more yellow undertone, where these were definitely cool toned greens that are cool tone, you know what I mean? So for my Give Me Glow collection, I don't have these, and these technically will be releasing the day that my no buy is over. So we will see how I'm feeling. We'll see how froggy I'm feeling. I have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes and eyeshadow things that I'm interested in looking into, so we will see how froggy I'm feeling. Trixie Cosmetics is apparently releasing. I'm not a huge fan, no disrespect, I'm not, but in case you're interested, let's keep going. Challenger Beauty has created new matte singles. Here they are. None of them look extremely appealing except for Kumito. So nice orangey peach shade. So yeah, and South Peach, that's also a nice shade as well. Elf has come out with some new skincare. I've been enjoying the 1 or 2 skincare items that I've been slowly purchasing from Elf, so I might consider looking into some more of these products when I need them in the future. Lime Crime has released their sneak peeks for their 2019 collection, and just like everybody else, I'm confused why the eyeshadow palette looks exactly like the face palette. I don't get it. Once again, the bronzer is not going to work on my complexion, so I'm not going to play myself. I'm not going to purchase this. No ma'am. Although the blush and the highlighters look beautiful, but that bronzer ain't for me, so no. Beauty Escape Cosmetics has released some new shades in their collection. I believe I purchased some stuff from them. I'm not quite sure. Who knows with me? who knows. If I've purchased something, it's in my drawer to test out, but yeah. Pre-order has started for the XNO Cosmetics Green with Envy eyeshadow palette. It's pretty, but I don't need it, especially because there's a whole row of browns. Your girl is good. Dominique Cosmetics has released her Prisma Glow palette. It's 4 highlighters. I'm good. I still have not pulled the trigger on purchasing anything from her brand. No disrespect, it's just nothing has appealed to me enough to do so. Bite Cosmetics has released some new Road Trip limited edition Amuse Bouche lipsticks. None of these colors are screaming out to me. None of them are really making me feel as much as though I need to have them. Maybe it's because I don't have any real association to any of the states or places that they've done a lipstick about, but anyways, I am good. Midas Cosmetics has released a sneak peek for yet another eyeshadow palette. I guess they got a lot of good publicity from their High Tide palette, so now they're going to be dropping yet another palette. I look forward to seeing what it is. Fenty is also releasing a lip balm and a lip scrub, as well as a mirror. So interesting things coming from Fenty. Glam Light has released their Taco eyeshadow palette, and to be honest, I'm more interested in their burger palette. So now it's like I feel like I need to get their burger palette because I'm not as interested in this. Okay. Mater Makeup Labs is releasing a palette. It's called Lady Parts. This is a brand that was actually recommended to me in my giveaway video, so I appreciate the person that recommended it to me. I did screenshot all of your recommendations and I plan to go through them slowly but surely, I promise. I'm not like against the names of the shades, but I'm just like, why? That's my thing. And the color scheme is just not screaming to me either, so it's a pass for me. Lovelux Beauty is coming out with a Sweet Summertime palette. Not my thing, but yeah. Natasha Denona is coming out with liquid lipsticks. They look to be metallic. I do not like metallic liquid lipsticks, so that is an easy pass. NARS is coming out with a limited edition eyeshadow palette. It's called the Metal Cream, and this is available in Australia. It's a pretty color scheme, but it's all shimmer. I don't need all shimmer. I love my NARS palettes. I think I only have 2, but I love them both. Even though one is neutral, I really did enjoy it, and that's why I still have it. So yeah. Huda Beauty is coming out with the new Tantor line. I'm trying to figure out if it's cream. It looks cream, but with her you never really know because she's calling it a bronzer and a contour, so I'm highly confused. She's saying it's blendable, workout proof, sweat proof, water resistant, so I'm leaning more towards this is a cream product. If that's true, I already have my one cream bronzer. I'm good, so it'll be an easy pass for me. And I'm kind of sorry to say that I'm starting to try and experiment more into Huda Beauty, so we will see how that one goes. Davina Cosmetics is coming out with some more multi-chrome. This new collection is called the Butterfly Multi-Chrome Collection. I really do want to get some of Davina's multi-chromes. They're very affordable. I want to say they're like $7 or $10, somewhere in there, and that's very affordable for multi-chrome pressed single shadows. So I am interested. I think the one out of this range that I'm like dying to get my hands on is called Lucia. That's the one that I'm really dying to get my hands on, but I would really love to get an arrangement of Davina singles, and I would need a new Z palette because my Z palette is full. Too Faced has come out with a trio of highlighters. This looks to be a cream formula just from what I'm seeing in the pictures. We don't have very many details, but it does look to be in like a food arrangement. It's called the highlighter. There's like ice cream cones and stuff all around it. So I'm assuming it has another food theme coming our way. Max Up the Makeup is coming out with a Ready Set Summer eyeshadow palette. They've already sneak peeked 3 colors. They have Sand Dollar, Heat Wave, and Bikini. I'm interested to see what the other colors are. I didn't pick up their first eyeshadow palette, but I heard really good things from the formula, so I'm interested in seeing where that goes. Oh gosh, did I get under? I got under 40 minutes somehow. Oh my lord, that was like 3 weeks of information. I'm just scrolling through super quickly just to make sure there is nothing else that I feel bothered to say. I will just kind of scoot in the middle really quickly and say, if the product was just being announced or just being sneak peeked, I no longer list it down below because I always have an obscene description box and I need to cut it down. So I only list the items that I can actually link you to something, like link you to the actual location of the item, etc, etc. So I did want to let you guys know that I will try to get this video up as soon as I can. My school life is a little bit less stressful. I will probably talk about that in my Get Ready With Me. I think that's it. I want to get away from this camera before I hit 40 minutes, and I think I actually did because I had to stop recording at one point. Oh, great fun. Okay, there's no more for me to say. It has been real, y'all. Peace.